The Chitrik Academy is dedicated in loving memory of Rabbi Tzvi Hirsh Chitrik.
Welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to learn from Eilu, the line starts Misyashin, until Yisrael. The line starts with the word Yisrael. In our previous lesson we learned that Reb Shimon Elazar said that B'chol makom sharabim metzuyim sham, any public area, that if a person finds something there, the halacha is Harei Eilu Shalai, the finder may keep it because the owners give up on finding it. Today we are going to ask a series of 5 questions on this halacha. So the entire lesson is a question, and the answer to these questions we will discuss in the next lesson. So it's all one long question, so we made a question mark at the end. Let's make a number 1. Number 1, to know this is part 1 of the question. Let us begin. Ibailahu, they asked a question. Ki ka'amar Reb Shimon ben Elazar, when Reb Shimon ben Elazar said his law, his halacha, that if it's a public area, the finder may keep it, B'reiv Kananim, did he say it only if majority of people in that area, in the public area, are non-Jews? Aval B'reiv Yisrael lai. However, if majority of people in the area are Jewish, then he will not say that the finder may keep it, rather the finder must return it. Ay Dilma, or perhaps, Afilu B'reiv Yisrael nami amar, even if majority of the people found there are Jewish, he also said that the finder may keep it. This is part number 1. Let's see this on our board. When Rabbi Shimon Elazar said his halacha, that the finder may keep what he finds in a public area, was it specifically an area where Reiv Kananim, where majority of the people there were non-Jewish, or even Reiv Yisrael, an area where majority of people are Jewish? This is question number 1. That's right. This question number 1. Let's continue with the Gemara. Now we are holding question number 2, begins on this line. Let's make it 2. The Gemara continues, Im timtza lemar, if we will say that afilu b'reiv Yisrael nami amar, that if Shimon ben Elazar said his halacha, even if majority of the people there in that area are Jewish, he also says the finder may keep it. The question is, pligi rabbanan aleha, do his colleagues argue on this Reb Shimon ben Elazar's halacha? Elai pligi. Do they not argue? Do they agree with him? This is question number 2. Let's go to our board. Question number 2 is that even if we say that if majority are Yisrael, Reiv Yisrael, Reb Shimon ben Elazar will say that the finder may keep it, the question is, what about his colleagues? Will they say that the finder may keep it or not? Do they agree with Reb Shimon ben Elazar, or will they say that the finder must try to return it? This is question number 2. Let us continue in the Gemara. The third question starts from V'im. So let's make a 3 right over here. V'im timtza lemar pligi, and if we would say that the Rabbanan argue on Reb Shimon Elazar, B'reiv Yisrael v'adei pligi, if most of the people in the area are Jewish, for sure they argue on Reb Shimon Elazar, and they say that the finder must try to return the lost item to the owner. However, B'reiv Kananim, pligi, Eilei pligi, if majority of people are non-Jewish, will they argue on Reb Shimon Elazar that the finder must try to return it or not? This is question number 3. Let's see. Question number 3. If majority of the people are Jewish, so we will say that they argue. We'll say that Rabbanan are pligi. So let's write the Rabbanan over here. Rabbanan. So in this case, we say pligi, they argue on Reb Shimon Elazar. Reb Shimon Elazar says, even if the majority are Jewish, the finder may keep it. However, the Rabbanan argue and say the finder must try to return it. However, what will be in the case of Reiv Kananim? Will they argue with Reb Shimon Elazar that the finder may keep it? and they will say the finder must return it, or not. This is question number 3. When it comes to Reiv Knanim. Let's continue. Question number 4. It's over here. V'im timtza loymar pligi afil b'reiv Knanim. And if we say that they argue with Rav Shimon Elazar, even when majority of the people are non-Jewish, they will still say that the finder must try to return it. The question is, halacha kamaisai, or ein halacha kamaisai? Does the halacha follow Rav Shimon Elazar, or not? Who does the halacha follow? That is question number 4. Let us see this. So if we say that Reiv Knanim, the Rabbanan say, they argue, and they will say that the person must return it, and Shimon Elazar says the person may keep it. So let's write this down. Let's choose a different color. Reb Shimon ben Elazar. So the Rabbanan will say, return it. Let's try return. And Reb Shimon Elazar will say, keep. So the question is, who will the halacha follow? That is our question. Question number 4 is, who is the halacha according to? Is it according to the Rabbanan who say that it must be returned, even if Reiv Knanim, or according to Shimon Elazar that it must be kept, that it may be kept? Question number 5. Let's make a 5. Im timtza leimer halacha kemaisai. If we say the halacha is like Rav Shimon Elazar, that the finder may keep it, dafke b'reiv Knanim, is it halacha like Rav Shimon Elazar only in a case where majority of people are non-Jewish people? That's when the finder may keep it. Or even if majority are Jewish people, will the halacha also be like Rav Shimon Elazar or not? And this is the 5th question, the 5 questions that we had learned in this piece. Let's just see this 5th one on our board. So if we say the halacha does follow Rav Shimon Elazar, the question is, if it's Reiv Yisrael, if majority are Jewish people, will we still say the halacha is like Rav Shimon Elazar, that a person may keep it, the finder may keep it, or like the Rabbanan, that the finder must return it? This is question number 5. This is the end of this lesson.